Hi, Pep Stars. Welcome back to the channel, your #1 channel for past paper reviews, skills and strategy building, and just everything related to PEP. So we know that our examinations are coming up. Let me take a few minutes just to chit chat with you. You know that our examinations are coming up next week, right? We want to exhaust our preparations. I'm sharing these videos just to aid you so you can see what types of questions will come on your examination. I'm continuing on the 2023 curriculum-based test for mathematics, but I've also looked at the language arts in its entirety and science. I'll do the social study video after this one. So there's a whole playlist on curriculum-based tests you do not want to ignore or don't get to look through all of those videos. So please look at that playlist and watch all the videos, everyone. All right, so let's get back to the paper. We're going to be looking at questions 21 to 40. All right, so for number 21, it says a student was asked to solve half plus a quarter. The diagram below shows the step the student took to solve the problem. Use the information in the diagram to answer item 21. Okay, so in which representation did the student make an error? In the representation of a half and a quarter, let's look at it. Step one. Step one looks to be okay. Let's look at in the representation of a half in step two. I'm looking. So back at the next one. In the representation of a quarter in step two. Or in the representation of 6/8 in step three. Okay, it's step three because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs to have this one to be shaded to be 6/8. So the answer is B. Let's move on to the next question. Examine Erica's solution to the problem below. Use it to answer item 22. Problem 2 to the 4th, Erica's solution 8. Is Erica correct? No, because 2 to the 4 means 2 times 2 times 2. And that's correct. That's the correct answer. I don't even have to go further. Examine the conversation shown below between Mark and Ariel about the ratio 1 to 5. Use it to answer item 23. The ratio of boys to girls in our school is 1 to 5. That's what Mark said. And then Ariel, okay, that means the fraction of boy in our school is 1/5. Which of the following claims should Ariel have made about the ratio 1 to 5? The fraction of boys in the school is 1/6 because 1 out of 6 equal parts. The fraction should be 5/6 because it's 5/6 out of 6 parts. And the fraction should be 6/1 because it's 6 out of 1 equal part. Or the 6/5 because it's 6 out of 5 equal parts. Okay, so if we add the ratio of boys and girls, that's actually 6 parts. But the fraction of boys is, the ratio is 1, so it's 1 out of 6 because there's 6 parts, 6 equal parts. So the answer is 23. Or 23, sorry, is 8. Which of the following is an example of the statement below? The product of a number and it's an airplane flying nearby. The product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. Or which of the following is an example of the statement below? The product of the number and its reciprocal is 1. For over 3 times 1/3. Let's see if that equals to 1. And the reciprocal is product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. So the reciprocal is when you pick the number. Let's flip 3 and 1. So you're going to be having 3/1. Let's just flip all of them. And see it. Let's see if this is 1/3. And 4/3 here. I'm going to erase. I'll do this. Let's set it out just so I can see. And then 4/3. That should be 9. Let's give me the answer. You're going to get 12/12. And if you have 12 into 12, that was 1. Answer is C. Read the statement made by a student in the box below and use it to answer item 25. 2 fractions are always equal if one denominator is a factor of the other denominator. Which pair of fractions made the statement the student made false? 2 fractions are always equal if one denominator is a factor of the other denominator. Okay. Let's look at this. 2/4 and 9/12. 4 is a factor of 12. Okay. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. Let's look at this one. 2/3 and 6/9. 2 times 3 equals 6. 3 times 3 equals 9. And 1/2 and 4/8. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. And let's look at this one now. Seems to be the one that is false. 1 times 5, 5. And 5 times 10 is not. 5 times 5, sorry, is not 10. It's actually 25, even though 5 is a factor of 10. Our answer is D. Children, read the questions carefully. Examine the incomplete pattern below. Each term in the pattern is increased by the same number. Use it to answer item 26. What is the number that each term is increased by? Let's see. 5, something dash here. And then the same thing is probably either added or subtracted, who knows? They added or multiplied. So it looks like it's increasing. Okay. It says increases, so it's either addition or multiplication. Okay, next, we can just even plug the numbers in. I've already tried, I tried 7 first. Let's see. 5 plus 7 equals 12. Let's just plug it in and see if that works here. Plus 7 and 12 plus 7 is 19. Let's check if 19 plus 7 is 26. 19 plus 7 is actually 26. And 26 plus 7 is 33. And 33 plus 7 is 40. So the correct answer is 7. Move on to the next question. 4 students, John, Lee, Lisa, and Beth, were asked to answer the questions given in the box below. Examine the question given and the answers the 4 students provided. Use them to answer item 27. Question: Mistress Brown, the teacher of grade 6A, has a piece of string that is 2.76 meters long. She cut off 0.9 meters from the string. How much of the string does Mrs. Brown have remaining? So if you're cutting it off, it's a subtraction. I think John's answer is the correct answer. Move on to 28. The diagram below shows how much a tree has grown over a period of time. Use it to answer item 28. First planted, it was 3/8 of a meter tall, and today it's 1.5 meters tall. In which model does the shaded area correctly represent how much a tree has grown? The first it was 3/8. I didn't think the growth would be this part. The growth would be afterwards. So you had 3/8 first, and that's what it was initially when it was planted. And let's check if these remaining price will give you 1.5. Doesn't give us 1.5 here. 1.5. Okay. You have 3/8 here. And this is a half, and this is a half. This is 1/8. That's 1.5. 1 and 1/8. And the shaded portion should represent how much the tree has grown. All right, so if we look at the growth here, it's 1 whole and 1/8. And that's really where it grew. Because if it started at 3/8 and now it's at 1.5, right? 4/8 make up a half, and then you need 5/8 more to make a whole. So 5/8 plus a 4/8 is actually 9/8, which is 1 whole and then 1/8 left. The correct answer is D. All right, all the students in a class were asked to state whether they preferred Spider-Man or Wonder Woman. The responses were presented in the Venn diagram below. Use the information to answer item 28. 29, oh boy, tiredness. Ooh. All right, Spider-Man, 11 persons chose Spider-Man alone, 8 Wonder Woman alone, and 16 for both. Which of the following conclusion cannot be made from the information given in the Venn diagram? All the students in the class liked either Spider-Man or Wonder Woman. That is a conclusion that can be made because nothing is outside. Less than half of the class like both Spider-Man and Wonder Woman. Let's see how many students are in the class. 16 plus 11, that's 27. 27 plus 8, and that's 35. So less than half. Okay, 16 is more than 35. More than a half of 35. So I think this could be the answer, but let's figure it out. It says more than a half of the class likes Spider-Man. If you look at who likes Spider-Man alone and who likes both Spider-Man and Wonder Woman, then that would be more than half of the class. And then you can say only girls in the class like Wonder Woman. It didn't say anything about boy and girl. Just check back. For B, it says less than half of the class likes both Spider-Man and Wonder Woman. As I said, it's 35. So therefore, that's actually more than, hold on. No, I made an error. 35. 16 is, double 16 is 32. So that's actually true. So this is the one that can't be deduced from the diagram. Only girls in the class like Wonder Woman. All right, let's look at number 30. Examine the triangle and the square below. Both shapes have the same perimeter. Use this information and the two shapes to answer item 30. What's the length of each side of the square? They have the same perimeter. So around, let's check this perimeter here, 15 plus 12, 27 plus 9 36. Oh, let's see. The length of each side, if it's supposed to be 36, the length of each side is 9, because 9 is 36. Let's move on to 31. Almost there. I feel like I'm doing the examination. I'm really tired. I had a long day, but I know you need the information. It's literally now 8 o'clock and I've been up from 5. Please forgive me if I'm sleeping. I'm just trying my best to pour. I know you need it. Like teachers, the exams, I have to get out all the paper. If I had a little bit more strength, I would have done the social studies. I don't. I have to call it an end or, and I still have another part of another video I need to shoot. Oh boy, it has to be done. All right, let's move on to 31. I'm trying to sound enthused. A school has 2 water tanks, tank A and tank B. They are used, again, they are both rectangular cuisine. The base of tank A measures 300 centimeters times 300 centimeters. The base of tank B measures 230 centimeters by 350 centimeters. The height of both the tanks are the same. Which statement is true about tank A and B? Tank A will hold more water than tank B. Let's try to check out the measurement. So we're checking for the volume here. So 300 times 300. 9,000 cm. I'm just checking the area first, and then I'll think of another number that can be the height. And 230 times 350. I'm actually calculating what I've paid here. I'm gonna do just break it up. Give my brain some rest. So I'll just add the zeros afterwards. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 2, 10 plus 1, 11. A place folder here. I'm coming close. 3 times 3, 9. And 3 times. So hitched up. Let me just add it now. I'll add it over here. 5. Bring that down 5. And then 1 plus 9 is 10. Put the 0. Carry over the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus 1, 8. I'll just put the 0. So whatever the answer will be, say I add 100 for the height. Still gonna be 90,000 and this is gonna be 80,500. So tank A will hold more water than tank B because it already has a higher higher area. Correct answer A. The diagram below represents 2 bars of chocolate. Use the diagram to answer item 30. 1, 2. Let me see. 2 here. I'm going to start working smart. So 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times 6 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 12. So this is 12. And this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is also 12. Both chocolate bars are equal in thickness. Which statement is true about the chocolate bar? Both chocolate bars have the same amount of chocolate. See, already working smart because I already worked it out. I knew that was the answer. 33. Examine the quadrilateral triangle below. Its perimeter is 9 cm. So this means that it is 3. This is usually what the quadrilateral looks like. When I put this symbol on the side, it shows that it is. Two of these triangles are placed together to make a new shape as shown below. Use them to answer item 33. Which of the following is the perimeter of the new shape? So 6 on the 2 sides and then 6 for the 2 bottom sides. We're not doing in here. So the perimeters are wrong. So the answer is 12. Mary is traveling from Montego Bay to Kingston on a bus. The bus schedule is given below. Use it to answer item 34. Departure city, Montego Bay. Arrival city, Kingston, and we're seeing the time in hours. Mary has an appointment in Kingston at 15:30 hours. She wants to arrive in Kingston at least an hour before the appointment. What is the latest possible time that she could leave Montego Bay? Let's see, she's departing from Montego Bay and she needs to reach to Kingston. All right, so the bus leaves at 6, it arrives at 10. Let's go more towards here. If it leaves at 9:30, then it arrives at 1. If it leaves at 11, it arrives at 3. I already changed it over to regular, not 24 hours. So would she leave at 9 or 11? Clearly, she's not going to leave at these times afterwards because she's going to miss her appointment. So it's between 9 and 11. Now, 1 hour before her appointment is actually 2:30. But the latest time she needs to leave is actually 9 because otherwise, if she leaves exactly at 11, she's not going to arrive 1 hour before. Let's look at 35. The line segment below shows the distance between X and Y on the map. The scale used to represent the map is 1 centimeter to 5 meters. Use the information to answer item 35. What is the actual distance between X and Y? So there's 10 centimeter here. This is actually 5 meters. 1 centimeter to 5 meters. It's actually 50 meters. Because 10 times 5 is 50. Examine basic shapes below. Use them to answer item 36. Which solid can be created using all 6 shapes? Like a rectangular prism. A group, right? A group of students is using some units, cubes to make a large cuboid. Sorry, the diagram below shows how far they have reached. When completed, the cuboid will be 4 cubes in length and 4 cubes in width and 3 cubes in height. Use the information to answer item 37. How many more unit cubes are needed to complete the large cuboid? Let's see. It said it should be 4 times 4, 16 times 3. That is 38.